first I want you to bend, excuse me, on your back, bend your knees, and place your hands on your belly. Have your fingers touching towards each other. And as you start to put them on the lower part, below your belly button, on the lower part of your belly. And your feet can be in neutral, line up the heels with the sitting bones. So as you breathe in, I just want you to tilt your pelvis so that your hip points point down. So there's an arch in your back here. And you could actually slide your hands between your back and the floor here, if you wanted to just take them off your belly for a second. And then release that and imprint the spine, meaning push your back into the floor and scoop out your belly and point your pubic bone towards the sky so the hip bones like start pointing up. And I want you to do that now. Your back is imprinted on the floor, so you can't really get your hands underneath you there, right? And then do that again, just arch your back, and again, we're at the point where you could lift your, put your hands underneath your back. And so do a couple of rounds like that, and just watch as you don't really have to watch, but kind of feel as the fingers will move down and up as the pelvis moves down and up. And you don't have to squeeze your glutes or anything right now. This is just a little bit of movement to just kind of notice the spine when it's in more of an arched position or a posterior tilt, or an anterior tilt, and then a posterior tilt here. And then we're going to find a couple more rounds there and find yourself then into neutral between the two. So when somebody says get into neutral spine, which of course you'll hear that a lot in Pilates, but ribs to hips, belly to spine, and now your fingers will point more towards each other. Good. And then just let go of that for a moment, or try to maintain that as you lift your right leg off the floor, bent knee, and left leg off the floor, bent knee. Good. Now take your right arm off the floor and left arm off the floor over your shoulders. Palms face each other like you're holding a block in your hands. Good. Keep your arms where they are and just tap your right foot to the floor and bring it back up. Don't change the knee position. And do the same thing with the left leg now. Tap and come back up. So do that a couple times again. Right leg. So you're moving out of the hip, not the knee. So the knee joint or the knee doesn't change, right? We don't flex and extend. We just keep it in that flex position. A couple more times on the right, left. And then you're just going to hold your legs up in the air. We call this a dead bug, by the way, which, it has its visuals. Now, keep your legs up and take your right arm behind you and just stretch it back with your hand stays in the same position, so it's your thumbs up in the air, but now the thumb's going to touch towards the floor. Breathe in, bring the ribs down towards the hips. Come back up to center, inhale, exhale. Inhale, reach back. Exhale. Good. Right arm, left arm, and just go through that round one more time. Good. And then we're going to put on our thinking caps today and walk and chew gum at the same time. Right arm and left leg. So just tap the foot to the floor and come back up. Left arm and right leg. And again, don't extend the knee. Keep the knee bent. As you reach the arm back, your back wants to arch. So remember that pulling of the belly into the spine thing, what we did just a few moments ago. Come back in. And let's do one more on the right, one more on the left. And then what do you think? We'll be doing both sides. So arms and legs together. Come back in. It's very tempting for your back to arch off the floor here. So you really got to focus on drawing the navel point in and the ribs down towards the hips so that you can maintain at least close to a neutral position, neutral spine. And then one more time, we'll come back up to the dead bug. Good. Bring your arms to the outside of your thighs. Bring your knees to your chest. Open your arms to a T. Turn your palms to the sky. Hips right, knees fall to the left for an early, easy spinal twist. And I say easy, meaning simple, not complicated, don't bind. Just get a little bit of that stretch. Inhale, draw through the center. Move your hips to the left. And bring your knees over to the right, twist. Good. Inhale, come on back to center. And then just give a big hug of the knees to the chest. If you'd like, lift your head and shoulders up off the floor. Grab a hold of your shins, or maybe the bottoms of your feet, or underneath your thighs. Breathe in. Rock back and forth on your spine without kicking your feet, and come to a comfortable seated position. Move your flesh from underneath. You can also sit on a block or the ball if you'd like to be a little bit more elevated, or if you're, if you like, you can put the blocks underneath your knees as well. Good. Take a breath in, bring the arms up overhead. Interlace your fingers, turn the palms inside out and upside down. And exhale, bring your hands behind your head. Let your head rest into your hands, open up your chest and shoulders here. Inhale. Grow tall on the inhale, firm your sitting bones down. Exhale, lean to the right side and just keep your chest and shoulders open. Round your left hip, don't come off of the left hip. Of course, I took my water out and it's in the kitchen. Inhale, come back up, and my mouth is so dry. Exhale, lean to the left side. Pull your right shoulder back, chest opens. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lean to the right side. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lean to the left side. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lean to the right. Good. Inhale up and exhale to the left. Good. Inhale, come back to center and stretch your arms back up overhead. Exhale, open your arms to a T, thumbs up to the sky. Inhale, turn to your right side. Left arm outside right thigh, right arm behind you. Tens and fingers on the floor. Inhale, go tall. And exhale, twist to the right. Relax your shoulders down. Inhale, come back to center, arms open. Exhale, turn to your left, right arm outside left. Left arm behind you, inhale. Twist to the left side, exhale, twist a little deeper. Don't force it, keep the hips grounded. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, stretch the arms up. Lean back, shake out your legs. Put the other leg in front, you know it's your less habitual side. Move the flesh from side to side. And just put your hands on your thighs. Take a big breath in and pull the belly back into the spine. Now this is that what we did on our back with a little bit of that spinal extension, and come back forward, or extension and flexion, I should say. And round the spine. Pull the belly in. Inhale, lift up. Good. Round the back, pull the belly in, and let's move to our left side and make some circles. Just pulling yourself in all directions. Ground your hips to the floor, and then reverse that. Return to the center. Come back upright. Stretch the arms overhead. Inhale. Hinge forward and reach the hands towards the floor. Push the hips back to the heels. Pull the shoulders back and down away from the ears. Breathe in, breathe out. And then walk your hands back in, lean back, shake out your legs. And move the blocks, if you have them, over to the side. Come to your hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Hips and shoulders width apart. So if for any reason you can't be on your knees, you can stand up and do these exercises. Take your right leg back behind you. So these are also good strengthening exercises for the back, as well as some core work and balance. Right leg lifts up in the air, hips are squared. Left arm reaches out in front of you, thumb up. So when you do that, again, here the back wants to drop down, the belly wants to drop. Keep that spine in that neutral position that we did on our back. There's a method to my madness sometimes. And then come back down. Right knee down, left arm down, left leg back. Left foot up, hip in line or heel in line with the hip. Belly in so that everything stays in that neutral position, no arching back. Right arm forward, thumb up. And then lower hand and knee. Go back to the right and left, right leg and left side. Now bend the knee and just tap behind you. Extend it out. Bend the knee, tap behind you. Extend it out. Bend the knee, tap, and perhaps hold on to the foot and kick the foot up and away. And if you can't, just reach towards it. And if you can't do that, just bend the knee. floor. One more breath. Good, now re-extend the arm and leg. Exhale, release your left hand, spin onto your left side so your right arm and right leg are in the air. Now bring your right hand behind your head. Exhale, bring your right arm down towards your left wrist. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, right arm down towards your left wrist. You can also put the right leg on the floor if needed. And one more time, right arm down. Right leg, right arm up. Take your right arm over your head. Bring your knee to your chest and your elbow to your knee. Extend arm and leg. Let's do that again. Knee to chest, arm and leg. One more time. Knee to chest, arm and leg. Extend out. Return the right hand to the floor, left leg behind you. Open your arms wide today and bring your chest and chin down towards the floor. Come back up, sometimes called a push-up. 2 more times. You can also tuck your left toes under for stability. And come back all the way up. Bring the right knee to the chest, round and curl. Kick your heel to your buttocks. And then place your knee back on the floor. Open your knees as wide as the mat. Touch your toes together. And sit your hips down towards your heels. Reach your arms forward and reach your hips back. Spread your fingers. Let your belly soften between your thighs. Inhale and exhale. Good. Come on back to your hands and knees. Send the left leg back and the right arm forward. Flex the foot. Drop the left hip point. Then bend the left leg and reach behind, tap the foot if you can reach it, and then extend out. And again, it doesn't matter if you can't reach it, but you imagine that you are, you just reach towards it and reach out. Good. Keep looking forward, don't look down or you'll go down. And this third one, hold on to it, kick it a little bit harder into your hand and open up the shoulder, chest, quadriceps strong. One more breath. Good. Release the hand, release the foot, right arm down. Turn on your right side to your left side. Left arm, left leg up overhead. Good. Press down firmly through your right leg and your right hand. Bring your left hand behind your head. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to the wrist. Inhale up, so working on balance and core. Exhale and leg and hip. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up, left arm up in the air, left arm overhead. Now bring your left knee to your chest and your left elbow to your left knee. Crunch, like a side crunch, and extend out. Side crunch, good, Michelle. Good, Kim. Everybody looks good, Laura, everybody. I know, we're struggling, some of us, it's okay. And as they say in bar class, embrace the shape. Left hand down, spin it around. Arms out wide, keep the left leg up or down. One time, dip your chin, chest to the floor. Come up, bring the left knee to the chest, round and curl. Kick the heel to the buttocks. And then lower the knee, open the knees wide. Sit in child's pose. All the way back with your hips, all the way forward with your arms. So breathe across the back, shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip, rib to rib. And then walk your hands to the right side. Left arm on top of the right. Push your hip to your heel. And then walk through the center to the other side. Twist it over. And then walk to the center. Push back one more time. And then inhale to your hands and knees. Without any fuss or fight, judgment, step your right foot forward. If you have blocks and you want to put your hands on them, that's fine. Drop your right knee over the ankle. Left knee behind the left hip. Shoulders pull back and down and collarbones start to broaden. And hopefully we're all getting a little bit warmer. Good. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, go ahead and tuck your left toes underneath you. Lift the left knee up, but keep the hips low. Stretch the left leg back. Look forward. Bring the left knee to the floor, all the way down. Keep the toes tucked. Good. Press down firmly through both legs. So the right foot goes down and the left knee lifts up. Again, without lifting the hips high. One more time. Lift the knee up. Lower the knee. Release the toes and straighten your front leg and fold over it. And you mat. Inhale and exhale. So the blocks will definitely give us a little edge on length here, but my knee is still bent. My left knee will definitely be more bent. And you can walk your hands forward or back. If you come up higher on the blocks and stand up a little bit more, you'll probably get a little bit more straight out of your leg. Your choice. It's always your choice. Rebend the front knee, hands down. Tuck the toes underneath you. Now you're going to lift your hips higher in the sky as you step your right foot to your left foot. Hips high, heels towards the floor, downward dog. Hands can be on the floor of the blocks. Bend the right knee, then the left knee. And then find a little stillness in the downward dog. Chest to the thighs, head down. Inhale, lift up high on your tippy toes. Shift forward. Just bring your right knee to the floor and step your left foot forward. Make it a little easier. Hands on the floor of the blocks again. The blocks will just bring the floor closer to you. Left knee over the ankle, right knee behind the hip. Good. Tuck your right toes underneath you. Stay low in the hips. Take a breath and lift the right knee off the floor. Straighten it. Push the hip forward. Look forward. Exhale, lower the knee to the floor. Keep the toes tucked. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Release the back foot and straighten the front leg and you mat. Fold over it. Inhale and exhale. Run through the collarbones. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. And then rebend your front knee. Excuse me. Tuck your right toes underneath you. Hands can be on the floor of the blocks. Lift your knee up and then step your left foot back as the hips lift high in the sky. Downward facing dog. So pedal out your dog for a few moments and then find stillness. Soft knees. You can stay on your knees anytime you need to. You can have your hands on the floor of the blocks for this very moment is fine. Bring your feet closer together and stretch your right leg in the air. Bring your right knee, stay in downward dog. As you bring your right knee to your chest, kick your heels to your buttocks, round and curl your spine. Inhale, extend your right leg back. Exhale, right knee to the chest, round and curl your spine. Let me just see what's going on. Knee to the chest. Inhale, extend. Good. Stay in the dog. Exhale, round your spine, knee to chest. Now shift into your plank here. Now shift into your plank. Your right knee is in. Your left knee can be on the floor and pulse it up for 3, 2, 1. Stretch it back up in the air. Three-legged downward dog. Exhale, right foot to the floor. Inhale, lift your left leg up in the air. Come high on your right toes. Now stay in the dog. Exhale, so your spine doesn't move, your hips don't move, the knee goes to the chest. And then extend it up. Knee to the chest. Extend it up. Knee to the chest, extend it up. Now shift into the plank and pull your knee into your chest for 3, 2, 1. Kick it back up, three-legged dog. Exhale. Hold pause on the floor. Downward dog. Good. Inhale high on your tippy toes, soften your knees, look forward. Walk yourself to the top of your mat. Separate your feet with 2 fists in between so you have the approximate width of your hips. And drop your head, shoulders down. Just let go. Start to find firmness through the feet. Big toe, little toe, ball of the foot, and the heel. Pull the chin to the chest and the belly to the spine around your back. Pull your pelvic floor muscles up. And slowly, as you push through the floor, begin to rise up to standing. When you come all the way up to standing, roll your shoulders back and around a couple of times. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Stay nice and tall. that didn't help. Roll your shoulders back and around. I'm going to just adjust my mat a little bit, I think, here. Okay. I'm trying to get my head not chopped off, you guys. Breathe in and breathe out. All right, stretch the arms up overhead. Inhale, interlace your fingers. Thumb and forefinger release. Exhale, lean to the right side, just a side bend. Firm up your legs. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, lift up and over to the left side. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, lift up and over to the right side. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, lift up and over to the left side. Inhale, return to center, lift your heart up. Exhale, open your arms, bend your knees, and fold down to the floor. You can grab onto your blocks for a second or not. You can touch your fingertips to the floor, shins, or those blocks. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press down to rise up, bring the arms with you. Exhale, send the prayer into your heart, release your arms by your side. Inhale, stretch the arms overhead. Exhale, fold down through the center, bend the knees, touch the floor. As much as the knees need to bend to get to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press down to rise up. Exhale, bring the hands to your heart center. Release your arms. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees and put your hands flat on the floor as you step to a high plank, top of a push-up position. Head in line with tailbone. Inhale. Knees to the floor is an option. Exhale, right knee to the chest. Step back, left knee to the chest. Step back, lift your hips in the air, downward facing dog. Inhale, high on your toes and float your right leg up in the air. This time, open the right hip out. You can drop your left heel or stay on your toes and bend your right leg and lift with a bent leg. Lift the hip up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn your hips square. Bring the right knee to your chest and take it to the right elbow. Take the right knee to the left elbow. Take the right leg back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, lower your right foot to the floor. Inhale, shift to a plank position. Left knee to your chest, round curl. Exhale, other leg, round curl. Exhale, hips in the air. Inhale, lift your left leg up and open your left hip to the side. Bend your left knee, keep the knee bent, keep the weight evenly distributed, and just lift through the left hip for 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn your hips squared, knee to chest, round and curl. And then knee to left elbow, knee to right elbow, knee to the center, three-legged dog. Exhale, feet on the floor. Inhale, rise onto your tippy toes, bend your knees, look forward. Walk or jump to the top of your mat, halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to stand. Exhale, bring your prayer to your heart. Good. Now reach your arms down by your side. Bend your knees and sit back like you're going to sit into a chair. And touch your fingertips, just let them graze to the floor. Good. Just let them graze. And then bring your arms so the biceps are by the ears. You're in a long line, head to tailbone. Then bring the arms back behind you, and some of you might go up onto your tippy toes, balance, look forward. Exhale, lower the heels. So there's no change in anything else. The body shape stays the same. We're on our toes. So in other words, we're not lifting our hips or our back up. Just moving through the arms and perhaps onto your toes. Try a couple more rounds. Good. Find focus, find balance. And then the last time you come up with your arms in front of you, lower the heels. Exhale, lower the hands. Keep your knees bent. Step, step to plank. Inhale. Exhale, right knee, right chest, adjust. Step back, left knee, left chest. Come back, right knee, left elbow. Come back, left knee, right elbow. Come back, right knee, right elbow. Come back, left knee, left elbow. Come back, downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale, float your right leg up, bend the knee. Lift the hip. 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn the hips squared. Right knee, left elbow. Send your right foot to the left side. And spin open onto your right hand, right leg. Left leg, really. Now, here's an option. You can stay here, or you can drop your hip down, bring your arm down, and drop your, or lift your hip up. Drop your hip down. You can also be on your bottom knee, lift up, drop the hip down, lift up. Who asked for this yogalates thing? Oh, E.T. Hands down, right leg in the air, 3-legged. Right foot to the floor, down dog. Take a break if you need to in child's pose. Inhale, float your left leg up. That's something you didn't hear in Bikram, Elizabeth. Bend the knee to the chest. Bend the knee to the right elbow. Step it through if you can. Right arm up. Lower the hip. Reach the arm up. Lower the hip. Reach the arm up. And lower the hip. Reach the arm up. Right arm down. Left leg up. 3-legged dog. 4 on the floor. Downward facing dog. Inhale, shift onto your toes, come forward to the high plank. Look forward, drop your knees if you'd like, or bend your elbows halfway down. Roll over your toes, upward dog, and downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Good, step your right foot to the front of the mat, however you get it there. Turn your left toes on their side. Pull your right hip in. Inhale, reach your arms up over your head. So, right knee over the right ankle. Left foot a little bit out to the left side, maybe wider. I tend to go wider these days. Back foot firmly on the floor. If you had a clock in front of you, it would say 10 o'clock where that foot is pointing. And then bring the arms back up overhead. Bring your hands behind your head, lift your chest up. Good. Exhale, come forward with your torso. Now, if you have to spin on the back foot to do this, okay, spin on the back foot. Left elbow to the inside of the right knee. Come up, inhale. Exhale, left elbow inside right knee. My legs are unchanging, come back up, inhale. Exhale, left elbow inside of right knee. Come back up, inhale. Lift your torso up, straighten your right leg. Stretch the arms up, inhale. And forward fold, exhale. Hands on either side of your right foot. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward, and you can shorten your stance if you need to. Again, you can use the blocks. Exhale, fold. Pull the right hip back and the left hip forward. One more big breath. Inhale, turn your back foot forward and rebend your front knee, exhale. Step to a high plank, pause, inhale. Bend your elbows and or your knees, exhale. Take extra push-ups if you want them. Lift up and through, push up or on your belly, downward facing dog, exhale. Good. Inhale, step your left foot to the front of the mat. Turn your back foot on that same clock now, reach 2 o'clock with your right foot. Inhale, come up to standing, bring your arms with you. And then bring your hands behind your head, exhale. Back leg is firm, hips are both facing forward. Inhale, hinge forward with your torso. Exhale, right elbow inside the left knee. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, right elbow inside the left knee. Inhale, rise back up. I'm not even lifting all the way back up. I'm still in that angle. Exhale, now we're going to come back up. Come back up. Straighten the arms. Warrior 1. Exhale, straighten the front leg. And walk your hands forward or onto the blocks. Keep the knee bent as much as you need to. So stretch straight as you can, want, and fold your chest on top of your thighs. Breathe in and breathe out. Yeah. Inhale, listen closely, turn your back foot forward. Exhale, step your right foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Inhale, reach your arms forward and slightly up now. Sit your weight back, exhale. And inhale, press down to rise up. Hands to your heart, release the arms by your side. Inhale, touch the floor, bend your knees, arms up, chair pose. Exhale, hands down, straighten legs, fold, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step to plank, pause. Shift forward and bend the elbows, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Hips up in the air, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right foot steps forward, left foot turns. Inhale, warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, take it through plank, Chaturanga, or just go to down dog. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps, right foot turns. Inhale, warrior one, arms up. Exhale, Chaturanga. Through the push-up or skip it. Add push-ups or not. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. We call that sun salutation B. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. One more breath and shift forward back to the plank. Lower your knees to the floor. Release your toes, sit on your heels. Reach your arms forward and your hips back. Inhale, return to your hands and knees. Separate your knees, hips width apart. Keep the weight evenly distributed on all four paws now. And then when we lift the right leg off the floor, you still want to keep your hips pretty even. So take your right leg in the air and make circles. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hold the leg up. Extend it out to the side. In line with your right knee. Walk yourself up, standing on your left knee, arms up. Hands behind your head, exhale. Inhale. Lean to the right side, exhale. Come back up, inhale. Lean to the left side. Just a little tick-tock in the waistline. Inhale, back up. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, come back up. Now exhale, lean to the right. Good. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lean to the left. Release your left arm down on the floor of the block. Right arm up. Good. Right leg up, I should say. Right arm, right leg. And then sweep around, right leg behind you. Tuck the toes and dip the chest again. Knee down, child's pose. So we're revisiting some old friends. Inhale, come back up to your hands and knees. And then shift the weight to the right leg, but the two arms are still carrying the weight even. Left leg up and circle. 4, 3, 2, reverse. 4, 3, 2, and hold. Extend the left leg out. Line it up with your knee. Walk your hands back up. Inhale. Hands behind your head. Exhale, lean to the left side. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lean to the right side. Inhale, come up 2 more times. Exhale to the left. Inhale, exhale to the right. Inhale, exhale to the left. Inhale, exhale to the right. Right arm down, left arm, left leg up. Reach overhead. Reach, 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 reach. Exhale, left hand down, spin it around forward. Do a little push-up. Come back up. Knee to the floor, child's pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, come onto your hands and knees. Now I'll just turn to face the camera. Let's go ahead into a straddle position. I don't care how big your straddle is, and I don't care how straight your legs are. If they need to bend, they need to bend. Also, if you need to, you can sit on a block to help you. So if you find yourself in this position, I call it Shvampasana. If you find yourself in Shvampasana, either Bring your legs closer, knees bent if you have to, or sit on a block. Okay? Now for today, I'm not going to worry too much about the hips rotating out. Let's just keep them neutral. Meaning they're not out, they're not in, they're in the middle. Stretch your arms out to the side, inhale. Turn your torso to the right. Turn your thumbs up to the sky. Reach to your right foot. Come back up and do it 2 more times. Reach to the right foot, keep your left hip grounded, come back up. Reach the right foot, come back up, and turn your arms back to the center. Exhale to the other side. Thumbs up. Reach to your left foot, keep your right hip grounded, inhale. Reach to your left foot, come back up, inhale. Reach to your left foot, come back up, inhale, open your arms out. So let's just take 1 per side now. Inhale, turn to the right, exhale, saw the toes. Inhale, back to center, exhale, turn to the left, saw the toes. Inhale, come back up, turn to the right, saw the toes. Inhale, back up, exhale to the left, saw the toes. Inhale, come back to center, stretch your arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your arms in front of you. Now pull your belly back, that Svangasana position. Pull your belly in so you're in a C curve. From the C curve, lift yourself back up. Exhale, C curve, round your spine. So from the side, it'll look like this. And up, and in, and up. So it's like a crunch. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Sit up tall. And then hinge forward. Fold. In between your 2 legs. And again, we're not really focusing on opening the hips that much here, so they can be neutral. Neutral means the toes don't turn out to the right side or in, but they're kind of up to the sky. Walk your hands forward, keep breathing in and out. 1 more time. Good, come back up. Keep your left leg where it is. Bend your right knee into the side of the left thigh. Stretch your left arm to the side of your left leg. Stretch your right arm up and over. Keep your right hip grounded. Now, I like to use my arm on the inside of my thigh to open up my torso a little bit more. It gives me a little bit more leverage here. Push your right hip down to the floor. In fact, put your right hand on your hip and you'll push it down. You'll feel that action and then keep that action without the arm. Inhale, rise up. Take your right hand behind you, left arm to the outside of the thigh twist. Come back to center, twist to the other side. Come back to center. Bend both knees, soles of the feet together. Move your hands behind you, lift your hips up, and shift them forward. If you need to keep them wider, you keep them wider. Hold on to your your feet, inhale, or wherever you have to. Exhale and fold forward. And you can use the weight of your arms to help open up the hips a little bit more. Breathe in and let it go. Take a breath. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, stretch your right leg out and bring the left leg into the inner thigh. Right arm on the inside of the right leg. Use it as leverage to open up, stretch, and reach over. Ground your left hip. Pull your chest, shoulders open. Breathe. Some of you can reach for your toes with one or even both hands. So do it. Do it if there's a reason to do it. Right? Find a little bit more space. Inhale, rise up, left hand behind you, right arm outside your thigh. Inhale, return and go to the other side. And come back to the center. Bring your feet together. Hands behind you, lift your hips up, shift your hips forward, and fold forward again. Breathe in, and let it go. So never forcing yourself to get into positions that just don't behoove you. I mean, you don't want to force it. Come back up, inhale. Bring your legs slowly together, and if you turned on your mat, go back to your facing the front of your mat. Make sure you have a block or a ball nearby. Take a breath in. If you have a block or a ball, put it between your knees and squeeze it so it doesn't come out. Good. Sit up in front of your sitting bones, rock forward. Reach your arms out in front of you, inhale. Tuck the chin to your chest, exhale, round your spine as you go down. 1 vertebrae at a time, and I'm not going to be mean until you take 16 counts to get there. Just get there. Bring the arms down. Bring the feet in closer. Tilt your pelvis so your pubic bone points up. Squeeze the block so it doesn't come out, or the ball. The ball will stay easier than the block. Remember what we did in the beginning? We arched our back and we tilted it in both directions. Go to the neutral position. And then keep your back down. Just lift your hips up. Squeeze your glutes. And then release it. Do that again. Squeeze your glutes. Now your back stays down, but your hips lift up. Well, the glutes squeeze, right? We're not lifting hips all the way over. We are now. Tilt the pelvis, push down firmly, and then lift the hips up. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders and interlace your fingers. Squeeze the block in between your thighs. Keep pressing the block or the ball, or if you don't have anything, just imagine that you do, and engage those muscles that are working there, the glutes, the outer hips. Press firmly into your feet, lift your hips higher, press down through your shoulders, and then release your hands. Upper, mid, and lower back are going to come down. Relax, but don't drop the block. You can tilt your pelvis in the opposite direction. And then imprint your spine, belly in, ribs down. Lift your glutes up first as we articulate the spine. So the glutes, the lower back, the middle back, and then finally we rest onto the upper back. Take your arms back underneath your back. Palms together. Reach your fingers forward. Breathe in, breathe out. Go a little bit more. Get a little bit more height out of your hips. Release the arms as you exhale. Articulate down. Keep the block in. Draw the knees into the chest. Open up your arms to a T. Bring your knees 90-90. 90 degrees at the hips. 90 degrees at the knee. Inhale. Good. Stretch your legs over to the right side, but don't touch the floor. Squeeze the block. Inhale, come back to center. Squeeze the block. And exhale, go to the left side. So we're just hovering our thighs off the floor. We'll do 2 more in each direction. Come back. Go to the right side. Exhale. Good. Now, I have the exhales in one direction, but it really makes a lot of sense if you exhale to bring it back up, because that's where the effort is. But this is my breathing. Come back. In and out to the other side. Come back up. And then just hug your knees into your chest. Pull everything close. And then place your feet onto the floor. Take the block, lift your hips up, put the block on its lowest side, or your ball, or nothing at all, and let your hips rest on the floor. Stretch the right legs, stretch the legs up in the air. Keep the feet over the hips, so move them a little further away from your face than you think. Let the arms just come down by your side, and let your glutes fold just let your weight go into the block. And then slowly stretch one leg at a time out in front of you. Stretch the arms overhead. Reach in long directions. So here, if the block is underneath you or the ball, you have a little bit of height to your hips. And you'll get a nice long release into the front of the hips. And if you don't have a ball, talk to me about it later. Bend your knees. Release your hands, lift your hips up, move the block to the side, articulate your spine, bring your knees back to your chest. Rock on your spine, make circles, and then make circles in the other direction. And come back to center. pull everything in close. And then let your legs come out in front of you, let your arms go over your head and reach in all long directions. All the way through your body, fingertip to toe tip, big breath in. As you empty the breath, release your hands down by your side and turn your palms up to face the sky. Close your eyes for a few moments. Settle into a little bit of peaceful release. In yoga we call it shavasana. Sometimes it's called a little piece of heaven, I've heard, in Pilates. Just let your body go, let your thoughts go, and let your body surrender. And take a few moments as you completely let go, and for you at home, stay strong, stay fit, stay healthy.